Hey, we're the McBrides.
What's going on, everybody?
I'm T Mac.
I'm Beno.
Go ahead.
Oh, guess what? We're making the ultimate move from Northern Virginia to Panama.
And we're in the getting it together phase for our move in July of 2025. Residency, check. New adventures, check. Oh, yeah. Guess what, you guys? This dude hasn't even told his family. I told my family, but he hasn't told his. They just think that we're still just going on vacation to Panama.
Hey, they're going to find out because they're going to see us having fun and living our life.
And until then, you're going to see, we're going to bring you all our hilarious takes of family, friends, fun,
food,
travel, and all the craziness that we're going to go through until that time. We are in the process of talking to immigration. So when we land in Panama, we're going to begin our residency. And I know some of y'all are wondering how we may have come to this conclusion or this decision to make that move. So here we go. You want to go first?
Well, yeah, I go first. Well, for real, I just want to go somewhere really where everybody care for each other. There's no hostility for each other. Just living your life, everybody smiling, having a good time. Just not leave all the worries and stress behind. Start somewhere fresh, new atmosphere, nice waters, good food. I heard. I can't wait to see this food and eat this food.
And I think that y'all are noticing a narrative in this, that it's food. So we know who like to eat. Food. Okay, so for me, I have been doing some research over the last year and a half because I had come to a point in my life that I like to travel and I like adventure. I like to do spontaneous things. So I was researching Canada at first. He was with it. Then I started on Costa Rica. He was with it. He was like, so when we gonna go? and our plan was, May 2025, we were gonna go to Costa Rica. But me, being a planner that I am, I kept doing a little bit more research, and Panama just kept coming up in my search engine. And so then one day I saw this thing that said Costa Rica versus Panama. And, and then I was off to the races doing my research on that. And I told him, I said, I think that I want to live in Panama. And so I gave him my feel, the ins and outs of it. So he was with it. So that's where we are.
I just feel as long as she's happy, I'm happy. That's all that matters to me.
And a lot of the times too, I feel like we have always bought into the narrative that, because we live in the United States, that we are destined to stay here.
God is so good here.
Right. No. And it's just not that. We're not destined to stay here. We shouldn't even be trapped into the mindset that, that America is the place for us. I know, like a couple of years ago, I went to the Bahamas and I really liked the culture and the food. Mm-hmm. I had the best ribs, mac and cheese, plantains. Oh, and I met the owner of the establishment. It was so wonderful. Then I went to the Western Caribbean and I did all these on cruises because I was like, once my kids got grown, I was going to definitely travel more. And being a veteran, I've traveled up and down the East Coast, and being that my dad was in the military, I've traveled overseas because of him. So the travel bug has always bitten me. And so just going new places and having someone wonderful to travel with me definitely is where we are in life.
Hey, I'm going to go along with it because I want to see some new places. I've never been nowhere but probably Vegas, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. I want to go somewhere else. Somewhere nice that's.
And as you can see, it doesn't take a lot of convincing.
Yeah, I just want to go and just have fun. You know what I'm saying? Have fun, wake up, just feel what can I say? How the words can I say?
Safe, free.
Yes, those two, but I'm saying, but like the atmosphere, like people, like you can go somewhere, you ain't gotta watching you like you doing something or something like you don't belong here or something. I just want to go where I don't have to look over my shoulder. I feel happy about everything. I just want to be free, just free.
And I know for myself, I want to be at peace as well. And, you know, talking about the family not knowing, like my kids have known for a while that, you know, that I wanted to travel.
I told my mom.
And it's gotten very difficult over the, you know, over the last year or so because of my grandkids. I have a grandkid as, you know, about to be 15, as young as a month old. So it's definitely, that's a spot for me to leave my kids and grandkids. But I also know that my kids want me to also be happy, to enjoy life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one thing that I try to, you know, put upon, even when I told my family. I don't want to look back, you know, 20 years, 30 years from there and be like, I wish I could have did this, when the opportunity is there to do it. Mm-hmm. So, you know, and I know I keep messing with him about when you gonna tell your family. You say you told your mom, but your mom knew that we were going to Costa Rica. She didn't even know that we were going to Panama.
Well, she got it mixed up.
And then she don't know that we not coming back or that we're going to live there. That's going to be the other hit point when we have to tell it. So
my baby leaving, no, my baby going, right. No, not my baby. No,
and my mom is, you know, you sure that's what you want to do? But, you know, I've always been the person that picked up and moved to other states within the United States. I've been all up and down the East Coast to Louisiana, Texas. So, you know, I've gone places, and to me, it's just another state. I'm just moving across the ocean this time, which is, you know, not that big of a deal. Is there anything else you want?
Well,
let the people know how long we've been married, how long we've been together.
Oh, we've been together since 2019.
No, 18.
We got married in 2019.
You're right on that note.
Been together for 7 years. Been married for 6.
Almost
7 years. Been married for 6 years.
Almost 6 years. It'll be 6 years in October. I told you, always accelerating time.
2018 to 2025 is what? How many years is that?
You don't count it like that. You go by the month.
2018
okay.
to 2024.
We gonna always agree to disagree when it come down to timelines.
Well, we've been together almost 7 years.
Coming up on it in October, it will be 7 years.
I just said it too. Come on, y'all. Y'all with me. Y'all with me. Yeah, y'all with me. I just said that we've been married for 6 years, together for 7. Come on. Come on,
As
y'all.
you can tell, I'm a little bit more of, you know, I'm all about facts and making sure that you understand. He's more about the flying of the seat of the pants.
No.
Yeah, it is what it is. I'm a freestyle on my time.
Straight to the point.
Yeah.
Like it is. No ifs, ands, or buts. You give it to them like they want to hear it.
You don't give it to them straight with no chaser.
I give it to them straight because
that's exactly what. And I'm straight with no chaser.
I'm just going to tell you exactly what it is.
But I'm all about facts and being right too. You know, I like making sure that, you know, that it's facts based. So, when I initially asked you about moving to Panama, what was your actual thought on that? How did you really feel, you know, when I first brought it up? Or just the move into another country in general?
I thought about it. When you told me, I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? It can be better somewhere else. And it's always better somewhere else. It like I say, it's not the green is always
grass is always green on the other side.
But this is different from grass. This is a different atmosphere. Like there's the rules and stuff here compared to there, and it's gonna be different. So we're gonna leave this behind. Go here, be happy, and live it. We can wake up every morning and walk the beach, look at the sun, just relax, have a good time.
And that's a lot of the times, like a lot of the people that I follow on YouTube, other expats that have moved from the U.S. to Panama, definitely state when you leave here, leave your attitude and the whole US mentality behind. Because when you come over there,
it's different.
It's real laid back. It's not no rat race. It ain't no we gotta keep it pressing. We gotta get this bag. No, it's not like that at all. From what I understand from some of the people that I follow, and really that's the type of atmosphere I want to be in. I want to be in a serene, laid back. I'm not stressed about it type situation. I don't want to be worried about what's going to happen out here in these streets tomorrow. Like, I just don't want to go through that, feeling that stress. I just want to be able to relax.
Basically, you want to say you want to feel safe.
You want to feel safe. Yeah, I want to have a better quality of life, fresher food, knowing that the food that we're getting is not contaminated or they shooting it up with drugs and stuff.
Better quality,
right? So that's also something else. And then I'm looking forward, because I'm a water baby. I'm looking forward to going to the beach or the pool, swimming, laid back, just chilling, just taking strolls outside, any time of the day, and don't have to worry about getting robbed or or anything like that,
just or being looked at different,
or being harassed by the police. That's another thing, right? You like he said, looking at like, oh, do you belong here? I don't want to go, I don't want to feel that way. I don't like feeling like I don't even belong in my own skin, or I'm trying to fit in, or, I got to change. I got to be a chameleon on a daily basis. I don't really like that feeling. I want to be able to be an authentic me is where I'm at this point in my life.
Basically, you want to do the what do you say, the walk-in and the sunset and all that. I like to come out at night, in the nighttime,
in the evening time,
time when it is not that much heat. I mean, when
I was growing up, that's what we did.
I came out after 7.
Come out after the sun go down.
I'm outside.
Yeah, playing ball or whatever. Hanging out with your friends. But just being able to get that vibe on. Let's see, what else could we toss out there?
Well,
like,
why do you really? Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question, Miss McBride. Why is the reason that you really want to leave and go somewhere else? What's the real reason?
And I put that in my answer just talking. I guess, like I said, I've always been bitten by the travel bug. I like to travel. I like being somewhere different. I like experiencing different things. I'm one of them people, I'm not afraid to try new things. Like I went snorkeling when I was in Belize. That was something that I was excited to do. And then once I got to do, I was like, oh yeah, I like it. It's the same thing. That's why I asked you about buying a snorkel gear. So we can go snorkeling when we go to Panama. Like, I just like trying different things. I've jumped on a zip line out across some things, and people like, you crazy. No, I'm not.
I mean, it sounds fun, but
it is fun.
I mean, it probably will be. I never did it before, so I can't knock it.
So don't knock it until you try it. That's right. And I got an adventurous spirit. That's just me. And like I said, I don't want to look around in 20, 30 years, and I'm gonna just divulge this. I'm gonna be 52 this year.
I'll be 48.
Right. So we don't want to look back and be like, woulda, shoulda, coulda. I don't want to do what my parents did. I want to experience life and not let life experience me. That's where I am.
The real reason why I want to go to Panama, health. Better food, not all this processed stuff, all this stuff made in the warehouse, all put together, not natural. You know what I'm saying? I'm a surviving cancer patient. So my health is way important to me.
It's way more important now because I made you make it important. Well, yeah, go ahead and tell the truth. I made you make it important. And I'm going to own up to mine too. I have mixed connective tissue diseases, which consist of several different autoimmune diseases. I suffer with migraines. So the stress doesn't help any of that for me. And so I feel like going into a different environment, like I can eat much cleaner, much healthier, get out here and walk more, and just try to get my health from here up to here, because I've always experienced health at, as long as I'm 80, 85%, I'm good. I don't want to be just at 80 or 85%, but I've done good over the years.
You want to be at 100%. You want to be.
Well, I'm never going to be at 100, 90, 95. That's what I'm shooting for, because let the doctors tell it, I shouldn't have even made it into my 30s. And like I said, that was, like almost 25 years ago. This when my son was a baby. Yeah. So it's been a blessing. I have that spiritual foundation in my life too, so that's just like you owning it about the health being another thing. And then not only just your physical health, your mental health. Just like I said, all the stress, all the agonizing about, like what's going to happen, how we're going to pay a bill, which that ain't never really been our worry, but we don't want that to be our worry, with the cost of everything going up. I don't really want to get into the whole politics thing. I don't even want to. Because if I do that, it's going to be a whole other, playing field when you start talking about that. But we wanted to share with you guys, how we came to the determination on moving. And, hopefully if we can show our family the videos so they can see and understand, to know that this just wasn't a snap decision. It might feel like a snap decision for them, but talk about this for a while. Yeah, it's been in the works for a while. And not only that, we got to live for us. It's him and I. I'm an empty nester now, because my kids, like I said, my kids are grown, and the only thing that I have to worry about is the grandkids. And I already know it's gonna be some FaceTiming or WhatsApping and all of that stuff. And of course, I'll come home and visit. That as long as it's a plane flying safely, we can get on the plane safely. And and that is concerned, just even the thought of getting on the airplane after it took all pulling teeth to try to get you on the plane to go to Vegas, a couple of years ago.
I've been on 2 planes before that, but I just didn't want to get on no more. But when I got my vacation from my job, I said I want to go somewhere else. So we went to Vegas.
And being that you're talking about a job, like, talk about your job now, like the situation with work, just the fact of knowing that it's a possibility that you could go to work one day and the next day not have a job. What does that feel like?
It happened before. Truthfully, it happened. I went to a job and we came back and they said, well, we closing the system down. Everybody got to find somewhere else to go. But me, I'm a delivery driver. I've been doing it for 3.5 years. It's hard work, but I also like it. I like the customers. I like talking to people. I'm a people person. I like being around people. So I would be kind of upset that I walk back, coming back from work, and they say, well, we had to let y'all go because we slowing down on the business. I can't do that because I got so much things, and then the bills, and then they'll say they're letting us go, and then you got to figure out how you can scramble this and scramble, then things get behind. I don't like that. I don't really like that. So I basically want, where if I move up to other country like Panama, if I find a nice place, a nice job, it ain't gonna be no stress. It's
but for the first 6-8 months, you're not gonna be able to work.
Yeah, I know.
Because we gotta establish residency, and and speaking from that aspect, I'm a disabled veteran, so like trying to make sure that we are set. We got our little savings up. So when we do make this transition, because the cost of living definitely is cheaper. I've done a comparison based on other people for right now, but it's still within an affordable wheelhouse for us that we can go over there and live comfortably. And then, what's even better for me, I'm not going to say for you, is the fact that, they have VA clinics over there. So that's the part of the health aspect that I could still keep up with. But living in Panama and affording healthcare is very affordable too, through my research. So if anything does happen, we will have money set aside, and say if you do have to go to a doctor or clinic for any reason, we can afford to pay for it out of pocket. Exactly. So that's another affordable aspect of the whole situation.
And the doctors over there, I heard that they take care of their patients.
Right.
They don't give you the run around, take
right.
this and tell me how you feel in 6 months. No, they don't do that over there.
And they even give you their phone numbers so you can call them, or they'll call and check on you. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, like I've done a lot of research for different areas, and we're talking about the areas that we want to visit or, you know, or live in, you know, down the road. But I know we've been looking at Panama City because we both city kids.
I was looking at Costa Rica. She was looking at Panama. I mean, I'm saying
I talked about Costa Rica first anyway. And like I said, the infrastructure in Panama is better. We don't have to worry about learning currency exchange. Mm-hmm. So because it's the dollar over in Panama. And like I said, the infrastructure is there. So being able to go to the VA clinic, that's something that's important to me, that I can still keep up with my healthcare and my medical records will be there.
And I still feel they'll do a little more to make you feel at ease with your medical stuff over there. I just feel like that, because here when you talk to somebody or you on the phone with them, it just feel like they just going along with the go along to make sure you good. Then they get off the phone,
right? Or they rush you off the phone.
Rush you off the phone. Well, I don't know.
And I would say this: I have a very good doctor here at the VA, so it's not really that for me. I do have some doctors that really do care about my health. You know, when it's certain specialists that I haven't seen that often, yeah, it does feel like you're being rushed along. But, you know, the healthcare system is not the biggest thing that's drawing for me. The biggest thing is just going to a warm tropical environment, being around people that, you know, that are going to be a little bit more kind to you, helpful, or be a little bit more warm towards you.
Helpful.
Yeah, and somebody need to learn some Spanish too.
That's me. That's me.
Somebody need to learn, because we can't just go to another country either and not know the language. I've been using I've been working my Duolingo out though.
And you have too. She been doing that thing
faithfully, you know, every day.
She is my speaker.
I'm gonna be your translator.
My translator. If I want something said.
Yeah, and then what if you get stuck and I'm not there? Then what you gonna do? What you gonna sign language?
If I'm stuck somewhere, it's somewhere at the house, or I'm sitting on the beach somewhere, because it ain't gonna be stuck.
It's nowhere. Anything can happen though. Nah. You got to learn a couple of little phrases to get yourself through. You know, you can't be relying on somebody to possibly come along and be able to speak English. You know, you got to kind of be able to work it out. And that's why I say it's important, you know, to try to learn that language and not be like how people are when you have people that immigrate here. Well, you need to learn English, not realizing that English is not the official language of the United States in the first place. And people get mad when you say that, but it's the truth. We don't have an official language. And it makes you more marketable when you learn multiple languages. That's like I could probably go over there and teach once I, teach English as a second language. Yeah. So that's something that I could possibly do because I don't work. You know,
you can be a teacher over there. Like I said, as long as it's the weather is nice, the food, water, health, nice places for you to. The doctors, and make sure that you straight, and that's all that. Like I said, that's the only thing I'm worried about. If those things is good for you, then it'd be good for me. And because I don't want to be stressed. Right. I really don't. I want everything to be just
trying to let us be stressed either. I want us to enjoy life, grow old together, be out here enjoying life. You know, get a fishing ride and go fishing somewhere, because you know I like to fish. So that'll be something that I'm interested in doing. You know, too. Find a hobby, go learn. You know, go bowling.
Yeah,
you know,
I love bowling. Right. Shoot some pool.
Yeah, we can do other things. You know, for that time is like we'll be on.
Pool over there?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Okay. And some of the penthouses or the condos,
they got them in there.
They have them down in there in the common areas. So I don't really know what they call them over there, but mostly it's common areas from most places that I know. Okay. So I guess we're about to wrap this up. Is there anything that you want to say to close this out?
Love, peace, and to everybody. God bless everybody. Be safe out there.
Yeah, Panama is calling and we're answering. So hit the subscribe button and vibe with us as we make our dreams a reality. We'll check you out the next time. Bye for now.
Deuces.